gotta promise me you're not gonna kill anyone, right?
Right.
A few moments later.
What the hell are you doing?
He'll live.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day is the 1991 action sci-fi major hit movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as the T-800, Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor, and Robert Patrick as the T-1000. Now, of course, when this movie originally dropped, I wasn't in existence, not even a concept. In fact, I was a kid when Terminator 3 dropped, but I'll get to that one soon. T2 was such a highly influential film that even years after its release, it still gets praised and quoted in popular shows and movies.
Hasta la vista, wiener. We'll be back.
But just remember one thing. I'll be back.
Oh,
And might be, in my opinion, the one movie that showcased the limitless possibilities of computer-generated effects at that time. Everything about T2 is awesome as hell. It continues and closes off the amazing story of John Connor and Skynet that began in T1. Yeah, I wouldn't have made this video if it really closed the story off in T2. Oh no.
fuck.
Instead, we got Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines in 2003, Terminator, The Sarah Connor Chronicles in 2008, Terminator Salvation in 2009, Terminator Genesis in 2015, and Terminator Dark Fate in 2019. And I'm sure there are more that I haven't mentioned across other medias, not to mention the possible Netflix animation that I saw was coming soon, I think. From a business standpoint, I get it. Money has to be made, but from the consumer, all those other installments, though some made good money, because there's love for the franchise, of course, narratively they all seem to fall on their faces. So let's look at T2 and see if truly it was supposed to be the last Terminator movie. But first, spoiler warning for if you haven't seen the movie. It's 2024 and that is a 1991 movie, but hey, not everyone is everyone, so if you haven't seen it, there will be spoilers, okay? So let's go. T2 opens up with how the world looked like before and after Judgment Day. Holy smokes, does it say 2029? Oh man, funny how we're so close to this date that seemed so far in the early 90s. Anyways, we get a proper glimpse of the battle in the future and even a proper look at John in the future. Then we jump to Arnold, who arrives in the past. Sorry, we jump to the T-800 that arrives in the past. And after kindly asking this man for his clothes,
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
he politely defends himself and gets the clothes anyways, and then sets off to look for John. Then the T-1000 arrives too, and gets a cop's clothes and car, and also goes looking for John. Then we meet John and his foster family, and John's just a cool kid, you know. He even steals from ATM machines.
People say ATM machine. Who said that? The M stands for machine.
Ah, whatever. Then we meet Sarah. She's in a mental institution where depression and anxiety don't make her try to off herself like it does usually. But instead, it turns her into this badass that works out and prepares for Judgment Day and stuff like that. But the guys there are total joy kills, you know what I mean? Like, they beat her and everything. We then meet the dude responsible for Skynet. So apparently, all this operation is from a chip they found in the arm of the Terminator from the first movie, which was defeated, but it wasn't destroyed. Then the two machines catch up to John and they have this cool fight. And a cool chase scene afterwards. 90s action, dude. It was just, it was just awesome, bro. It was a different time. But the T-1000 survives this. So John and T-800 try to warn his foster parents, but something's off. So John and T get to talking, and bro tries to off some dudes.
No! Put the gun down now!
Then they all try to go and save Sarah, but uh-oh, the T-1000's here too. They all find Sarah mid-escape, by the way, and they take her with them. What's this riding T-800? And they all escape and go patch each other up. But Sarah is like, nah, nigga, I don't trust him, and tries to kill him. But John stops her and they reprogram him. Their plan is to get out of the city as quickly as they can. But John's having his fun with the T-800.
That's good. Maybe you could practice in front of a mirror or something.
So, we learn about Skynet's history, and now our target is Mouse, the creator. Oh, sorry, Sarah's target is Mouse. And then, when we find out, oh no, she's trying to kill him.
Oh, shit.
Dyson.
Yeah, gotta be. Miles Dyson. She's gonna blow him away.
We follow after her to stop her from killing him, or something. Yeah, something like that. Then another cool sequence until Miles blows himself up and the entire Cyberdyne building with everything in it. Then finally, the last battle at an abandoned factory, and T kills himself. But not after killing the T-1000. In a cool way, making sure that there are no Terminators in this timeline, or even a possibility to make one. Story closes, right? So, how do we have other Terminator movies? Well, my opinion here, okay? You see, when the story for T1 was made, James Cameron always thought further to push his story and the capabilities of storytelling at the time. Hence, T2, which was an idea he had even while making T1. And I think from a storytelling perspective, he really ended the story with T2. It's this ending that fights all the other projects under the Terminator name.
Oh, you want to fuck with me? You think you know bad, huh? You're a fucking choir boy compared to me! A choir boy!
Because some of them offer pretty solid stories that would expand the world further, right? But sadly, they all conflict with T2's story-wise. So in T2, we learn the future isn't set, and we can actually change the future, which by the end, it's what they do. T3 comes about, and Skynet's still a thing in the future somehow, and they just delayed Judgment Day. They didn't avoid it or stop it or change the future in any way. This Skynet even sends the TX to kill John and his allies this time. Now, if that was mentioned in T2 that the future can't really be changed, then T3 would have been a great addition. But again, because of that ending, this one has a lower rating and it made less than T2. If this wasn't enough to make you feel like the studio really wants to milk Terminator, they gave us Genesis. Now we're talking about alternate timelines, more than one Judgment Day, and John's now turned into an advanced Terminator sent to kill his parents? My gosh, bro. Then they gave us Dark Fate, which I actually enjoyed, don't get me wrong. But again, T2's ending haunts this one too. And it doesn't help that in Dark Fate, John is killed as a kid. So basically, F all the Terminators after 2. But not only that, it also brings the same Skynet is inevitable, blah 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 blah. And now there's a new resistance leader that we need to protect. Oh, and I think Skynet got a new name in one of these. I don't remember. I know it changed. The name changed somewhere. But anyways, look, not every story has to be a franchise or has to have many sequels, and the Terminator franchise is proof of this. T1 and T2 perfectly tie into each other as some sort of complete loop, whereas the others either do the same thing we've seen in T2 or just completely complicate things further. Because T2 said you can change the future, which they did. And the others have Skynet or Genesis as an inevitable system, meaning whatever we do, we don't change the future, we just push it further away, but it's bound to happen. That doesn't connect with the idea of the future isn't set, and that's why they all fall flat in my opinion. And some fans are genuinely tired of the Terminator movies. I know I am, because really, T2 should have been the last Terminator movie. We should have just honored and celebrated T1 and T2 for how awesome and impactful they are, without trying to run its name in the ground just for the sake of making money. Hey everyone, Flaming Boy here. Thank you for watching till the end. I love that I can talk movies with you guys. If you like this video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'd like to hear from you, so let's chat in the comments and catch you in the next one, Space Cadets.